candy now!
My first 2024 Home Depot unboxing this year's is going to be the 7.5 foot Trickster trio stack of clowns. This box is huge, and this prop really stood out to me because it's got 3 clowns that are stacked. It's pretty unique, and I really like it. Here's what's in the box. We'll start with this cool hammer. I think this bag was supposed to be over the hammer. 2 poles, they look identical. This is probably for the base, if I had to guess. Here's one of them. I don't know if their head is supposed to look like that or not. That's interesting. But here's one of them, and he stands on his own. This is really cool. It's really funny how their heads are on like a spring. Now it says right here, this is pretty funny, keep off, do not climb or sit on the Trickster Trio stack. This is the only one that has a bag on his head. His head bounces around a little bit as well. And here is part of the base. The last thing in here is some instructions and the adapter and a few stakes to the ground. This guy in the unboxing had his arm hanging down. It is not broken. It just has a fork connector that will go right here. So it is not broken. As you can see in the back, he's got a motor. I think this goes up to his mouth. I don't know where the control box is. It's got to be in one of these clowns, but they have a bunch of wires coming out the bottom, which I think you just connect up. And this guy might be waterproof. I don't know though. Here's the hammer. It goes in this guy's hand. This was the one that was originally disconnected. So just like that. And then this middle one, which is the red and black, he has the control box, and it states on there that he is by Pan Asian Creations. He's fully waterproof, by the way, as you can see. And it says that on the instructions. So that's what comes on these 3 clowns. And then for the base, there's one big piece. And then 2 smaller rods. One goes on the A side, I think, and one goes on the B. So just like this, I'm gonna connect them on. You gotta get both sides pretty evenly. So now I'll go over to the other side. Then back over here. Got that one on. Then that one. And it clearly states this is the back side. And this is the front. Gonna have it just like that. This guy right here goes on the bottom. This guy in the middle. And him on top. So I don't know how you connect these, but I do know that there's just some poles in the bottom of his feet that are just gonna slide over. So, oh, there it goes. So the first guy's on, and it's really secure. For the second one, I don't know if they just sit on top or if they like actually connect. I see right here on this guy, there is this snap lock coming out. So he's definitely connecting somehow into the back. Rotating him around, you can see this is labeled D, and this is where the piece right here on the purple clown goes. gonna have his feet kind of go forward just like that. And then connecting that in. Just like that. And once again, same thing up here. This one's labeled E. So I'm gonna get the striped clown over here. Here's the E connector. And he gets tall really fast. Now I think you should be running these cables down through them. So I'm gonna do that. And right out the hole in the bottom. I think that is specifically for the cables. So once you have both of these, I think you're just gonna find them down in here. This is the main one. Yep, they fed them out the bottom, but just pull them up through. There's the first one, and then you just screw it on. And the second one. And just feed all these down in here. There's a lot of extra wire if you don't decide to stack them, and they do stand freely. So I'm gonna Velcro all of this up. Just fluffed all the hair and going to turn him around. This part did not get Velcroed because I gotta put the adapter in. It's a weird adapter box. It's like half of it's the cord. The other half is, I guess, the main brick piece. This almost reminds me of a Christmas reindeer from Home Depot with this type of screw-on connector. So once you screw that on, I'm gonna make sure it's all the way. You gotta undo this twist tie. By the way, this adapter is super long, which is great. Every company should have way longer adapters, because in about every haunt you gotta have probably like 50 extension cords. So down here, there's this hole where you feed up the adapter. And screw it on since it is waterproof. I'm gonna put mine on timer sensor, and there's a lights only mode which we're gonna try out. By the way, I haven't seen any videos on this guy, so this is my first reaction to it. All I've seen is the pictures. And then right here, this is a super cool piece to keep, but I'm gonna cut it off for the video. Going to Velcro him back up now. This is lights only mode. We're gonna try the other ones in just a second. But starting with the lights only. So that's what they look like. It's super cool. And I'm gonna go ahead and plug them in for the lights only demo. There's the lights on. It's just their eyes. Going to turn off some of these lights so you can see it better. But it looks super cool if you had this out in your yard and you don't want them animated all the time. It'll not wear them out as quick too. But this looks really cool, like after hours on Halloween. Here is the demo of the sound on. The IR sensor is right there.
It's the perfect night for some serious prank. Hey, Candy, both of you quiet down. Don't make me whack you again. We need to find some trick-or-treaters and steal their delicious candy. Ah, yes. The sound of screaming children is like music to my ears. I like the sound of the candy wrappers opening. Shut up! Look! There's a trick-or-treater right there. Here's your candy now!
These guys are awesome, and after the activation, their eyes stay on.
Enough jokes. Philip who? Philip my bag with candy. That's pretty funny, but hitting people with my mallet is funnier. How about some tricks and treats?
That ambient is awesome.
Roses are red, the violets are blue. Your phone is smart. So why are you? Trick or treat!
Now that I've taken apart the stack and they're individually standing just on their shoes, they do not come with like individual bases. They stand up pretty sturdy, and this is the order that the box has them in, even though they're normally stacked this one, then that one with the hammer guy on top. But this is how they do it in the picture, so that's how it's going to be demoed.
Ah, it's the perfect night for some serious pranks. Hey, Candy, both of you quiet down. Don't make me whack you again. We need to find some trick-or-treaters and steal their delicious candy. Ah, yes. The sound of screaming children is like music to my ears. I like the sound of the candy wrappers opening. Shut up! Look, there's a trick-or-treater right there. Here's your candy now! Knock, knock. Who's there? Hush, enough jokes. Philip who? Philip my bag with candy. That's pretty funny, but hitting people with my mallet is funnier. How about some tricks and treats?
So overall, these Home Depot clowns are probably the coolest of the Home Depot lineup this year. I am a really big fan of them, and there's really no negatives. You can do anything you want with them, whether stacking them or putting them out in any order you want. The LED eyes are awesome. Honestly, probably the coolest Home Depot prop I've ever seen. Good job, Home Depot, and thank you all for watching the video.